Shalom, Lord Christ. We just finna start up now. Yeah, we just got here like traffic is horrible. But we finna start right now. All right, ready? All right. Oh, I love the smell of Frankie's and myrrh. Clap it up. All right, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the commanding General YAHANNA. And if you are not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. And this is the Wednesday law class. You know what I'm saying? So today, we're going to get into these Christian women in these Christian churches who are leading women into destruction. You know what I'm saying? So we finna get into it, man. First, you know what I'm saying, women need to understand that y'all are being led by these Christian pastors, these Muslim mosques, these television shows, these what you call it, Atlanta Housewives and all this crazy junk that these women just be listening to on TV, you know what I'm saying, on how to be a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, my other one brought out on Facebook, like, women, be real with yourself. What has your mom really taught you on how to serve your husband? Because the things that we've been seeing is not of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? The Christian churches out here raising these women, you know what I'm saying? They not listening to their man, or I can do better than a man, or, you know, this masculinity that these women take on, or you choosing the wrong partner that because you lustful, you know. We're gonna get into all that, you know what I'm saying? We gonna show you in this Bible what a righteous woman is and what a evil woman is. And, you know, there's a lot of evil women these days. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get to it. Let me get Job 39 and 17. Because with these scriptures show women how to be women. You know what I'm saying? They show men how to be men. That's what this Bible was made for. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't made to confuse you. Because like the scriptures say, the Lord is not the author of confusion. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, we're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, follow this Bible, follow these laws, statutes, and commandments like the Lord told us to. Because we want to put down here not to follow. And look where God is at. You know what I'm saying? Our women trying to be guys, and guys trying to be women. You know what I'm saying? Confusion. So go ahead, read that one, brother.
This is the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 18.
17, Shalom.
Verse 17.
Go ahead.
Because God hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. Verse 18. What time she lifted up herself on high.
You hear that? What time has she lifted up herself on high? Like, you got these Christian women out here, you know what I'm saying, thinking they know what they talking about. When the scripture clearly say he deprived her of wisdom and understanding. So women have to understand, like, you don't know what you're talking about when you read these scriptures. That's why you got to come up in here in the I.S.U.P.K under these priests and prophets of the Lord and really get some understanding. Because your understanding has been confusion for 400 years, basically. You don't know how to serve your man, and you don't know how to serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? All you know how to do is sin against your man and sin against the Lord. Because you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Especially if you're out here eating shrimp, pork, crab, lobster, you know what I'm saying? Sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry, you know what I'm saying? God knows what these women out here doing these days. Like, we're in some crazy times. And the Lord said he deprived her of wisdom and understanding. And she set herself on a high. And you know what that high is? That pride that the woman has. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm not going to listen to my man. I don't got to listen to what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? When he can definitely be telling you something to save your life. Especially a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? Like, listening to a man that followed the Lord, he's definitely going to save your life. Because he's doing what the Lord told him to do, which is lead you and get this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that if you got a woman who don't understand her place and what she needs to be doing as a woman, a wife. You know what I'm saying? And these women, they're not doing that these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not. We see what's going on out here because they've been led wrong for so long. Like, when you come up in this school, you're going to have to unlearn everything that you learned. And you're going to have to start over. That's basically what you're going to have to do because you've been taught wrong your damn near your whole life. Shit, big mama didn't teach your mama nothing, and your mama didn't teach you nothing. So it's like a ripple effect. It continues to happen. That's why the I.S.U.P.K had to be established so it can show you how to live your life under your husband, because you would never rule over your husband. It was never made like that. The man is made to lead, and you guide. you follow. It's like it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was made. The man leads, the woman follows. Now, I'm not saying you gotta follow it because, you got a wicked man, like the scriptures say. A wicked woman is given into a portion of woe. If you got a man that's not following the Lord, that's who you chose to sleep with, sis. I can't tell you not to sleep with somebody because these days women do whatever they want, you know what I'm saying? So it's up to you to choose who you feel like is worthy to be in that bed with you. Because at the end of the day, sex is marriage. You know what I'm saying? You lay down with that man, that's your husband. He's going to guide you and lead you. So, these Christian women, you gotta get it together, man. Like, we in the last days, so a woman that's trying to teach a man the scriptures, or a woman that's a Christian pastor, like, she is out of order. She is not in order. Because clearly it said the Lord deprived her of wisdom and understanding of any of these scriptures in this Bible. So drop that and give me 1 Corinthians 11:3. Because we're gonna get to the bottom of this, man, because this been going on for too long. Women thinking they can, you know what I'm saying, lead men. Like, that would never be a thing. Even other races of women understand they need their man. But our women, our sisters, oh no, they gotta be independent, or they don't need a man, or they can do bad all by themselves. Like, that's everything in the black culture right now. When it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're the only people being told that she don't need a man. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
I want to.
Go ahead.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the what?
The man.
The what?
The man.
Nah, your boss at work.
The man.
Nah, that person you go buy them drugs from.
The man.
You know what I'm saying? The head of the woman is the man. Keep going.
And the head of Christ is God. Verse 4. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered.
Oh, you can stop right there. The head of every man is Christ, and the head of every woman is the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, these scriptures clearly tell you that a man is supposed to be leading a woman. The man is over the woman. Like the scriptures say, the man created first, then the woman. You know what I'm saying? So there shouldn't be no confusion when it comes to these scriptures. Like, this is clearly basic understanding. The man is the head of the household, and the man is the head of you. And once you start rejecting that, then that's when the confusion comes in. When you start not listening to your man, like they you cover up, oh, I don't want to cover up. You can't tell me what to wear. That's rebellious. You clearly going against the Lord. Because your man telling you not to do it. You still gonna do it. And every time something happens, there's consequences behind it. And you wonder why you're in the situations that you're in. Because you're disobeying your man. And now, any man with a clear mind not gonna be telling a woman something that they wouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? So, up in here in the I.S.U.P.K, like, we follow these laws and commandments to the T. So anything we tell our wives, we're telling them to help them, to guide them. Because, you've been lied to for 400 years on what a woman should be. When these scriptures tell you right here, a woman should be soft, ready to learn, you know what I'm saying? And these women out here, good night. They not ready to learn, they not ready to do nothing. but eat shrimp, crab, lobster boils, and party it up. And God forbid the lustful sex, and you end up having a baby that you didn't want. But that's a story for another time. You know what I'm saying? Like, women got to understand that they're not the head of their households. Y'all been taught so long that you have to be independent, or you got to go get this job, and I need a 6-figure man, or like I don't understand that either. Like, you would rather listen to the white man than your husband, who's ordained by the Lord? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just would never understand that. Like, I see why he deprived her of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And understanding. Because you gotta think about it, at the end of the day, she is the weaker vessel. So it's way more easier to get to her than us. You know what I'm saying? That's why America caters to women. Because a woman is very easy to influence. We see it every day. You know what I'm saying? So drop that. Let me get 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. Because these Christian pastors not gonna be telling you this. We've been telling women this since 1969. Change your ways. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up in something you don't want. Either abusive relationship, strung out on drugs, prostitution, stripping in the clubs. God knows what else these women out here doing. But the Lord sees everything, you know what I'm saying? You don't get away with nothing. Might not get you today, might not get you tomorrow, but eventually, he's gonna get you. And you're not gonna like it. You ain't gonna like the Lord's vengeance. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's vengeance is good night. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 34. Let your women keep silence.
Go ahead. Say it again.
Let your women keep silence.
Go ahead.
In the churches.
Go ahead.
For it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also said the law.
This is the law. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American women, you are commanded to be obedient. You know what I'm saying? Not like no abusive obedient, like you got an abusive husband or something, but you know what I'm saying? Obedient, like if your man tell you something, like he's telling this to help you. You going against your husband, at the end of the day, is just gonna create more havoc in your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, women have to understand their roles in life. That's the only way this is gonna work. If you are trying to overthrow your man in your household, it's not gonna work. It never works. Like, how many of you brothers grew up and your mama was a single mother? Your mama was a single mama?
I grew up with both parents.
Oh, both parents, most high Christ. See, I had a single mama. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, my mom, I don't know if y'all know, the government used to like come to your crib, and if they found one pair of clothes of a man in there, they took the whole government assistance away. You know what I'm saying? Like, women have gotten so dependent on the government that they don't even see the black man as a leader anymore. I don't know or understand why black women gave up black-owned black men. But here in the I.S.U.P.K, we making it law again that the man is the head of the household. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he says goes. And we build men. And we build women too. Because you gotta understand, 400 years of trauma, you know what I'm saying? You've been in a Christian church and all your life you've been told you don't need a man to lead you, or you can do bad all by yourself. When these scriptures clearly say you need a man to lead you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no protector in the crib, then what? anything can come to your doorstep and influence you, because at the end of the day, you are the weaker vessel. That's what the Lord said. That's not what we said. The Lord said you are the weaker vessel. And you want to know why you're the weaker vessel? Because it happened in the beginning of time with Adam and Eve. Eve fell first because she listened to the oppressor. And what are y'all doing today? Listening to the oppressor. And that's why it's so important that the I.S.U.P.K comes out and tells this truth in this Bible. Because your Christian pastor is not. He rather take your money and sleep with the women in the church or the men. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what's going on with these Christian pastors out here. Yet and still, black women want to go in these Christian churches. There's nothing in there but dead bodies. That's it. Drop that. Give me, stand by real quick. Give me Ecclesiasticus 25, verse 24. Because these scriptures that we bringing out today, like it lets you know piece brick by brick on how to build up a woman and how to build up a man. Like, you can't have no rebellious woman in your household. Go ahead. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Chapter 25, verse 24. Go ahead, Yahweh, you have something?
Let's have what you said earlier about how they being led by that person about Christian church.
Mm-hmm.
What's crazy is, who's in the Christian church? It's all our women.
Women.
All our women in the Christian church.
Right.
Our women will fall about the Christian church. The Christian pastor wouldn't even get fed.
Right. You right.
The church wouldn't get fed.
You right.
That's who fill up the seats in the Christian church.
You right.
It said that because that's what he learned and all that stuff.
Exactly. Like the brother said, when it was bringing out, it's very heavy. The Christian church is filled with black women, because that's what runs the church. Like, you can't even say the pastor run the church no more. The women run the church, and that's sad that the women run the church. Like, we were made to be masculine and run things. It was not made for women to be masculine and run things. That's just the society we live in, where you got all these TV shows and you got all these different influences on women that teach our women to be against us. Like, when the last time y'all remember, like, back then, black women was just in such an uproar with black men? It wasn't there. Like, during Martin Luther King and all that time and shit, black women was for black men. Like, standing up for black men. Like, I don't condone women being on the front line at all. But women was on the front line with black men. Like, they was getting ate up by them dogs and hit by them hoses too. These days, these women calling the cops on you. You know what I'm saying? They jamming you up big time. Because there's a hatred for black men that black women have that needs to leave. That's a demon. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have hatred for black men. We love y'all. Y'all should love us. That's exactly how it goes. Like, these blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all gotta wake up and come to the I.S.U.P.K. Because here we teach you everything you need to be to succeed in life. You know what I'm saying? You got that scripture?
This is the book of, in the Apocrypha, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 4.
No, 24, sorry.
Chapter 24, verse 4.
No, chapter 25, verse 24. You good?
Chapter 25, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin.
Of the woman came to what?
The beginning of sin.
Uh-huh.
And through her, we all die.
What? Through her what?
We all die.
This is your Christian pastors. Your women, your Christian women pastors. Through her came sin. Then we all die. Because you got men out here listening to women. It shouldn't be like that. Because what through her came sin, and we all die. You black men need to raise up and be stronger than what y'all are. Because this generation of men that I'm seeing coming up, it ain't it. It ain't it. We don't have no black men in the homes no more, because they either dying from drugs or getting locked up by the oppressor. And you silly women, you need to stop putting these black men on child support too, because that don't make no sense. We already struggling enough, and then you go and put him on child support? That doesn't make any sense. You're doing nothing but hurting that child and yourself. Because now it's making it like, oh, she's ruling over my life. What do I need her for to deal with that child? And it shouldn't be like that. That's why sex is marriage. Once you lay down with that person, you're with them for the rest of your life. Once Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American women and men start understanding that, you'll live a way better life. It'll cut out all the lustful sex, all that. Wouldn't even think about it like, oh, damn, I gotta be with this nigga for the rest of my life? Hold on, let me rethink this. But they don't teach that in a Christian church. Because you got women in there running the Christian church, and they all think alike. You know what I'm saying? Drop that. Give me Ecclesiasticus 25 and 16. Because we're going to bring out these scriptures on these, you know what I'm saying, wicked women out here who think they know what they're talking about when you really don't know what you're talking about. You're just talking about the white man's oppression. You're not talking about these scriptures in the Bible, which clearly says the Lord deprives you of wisdom and understanding. So it's a lot of things that you don't know that you think you know, but you really don't. Because a lot of women, they just be talking these days just to really be talking. They don't really be saying nothing important. They don't say nothing to better your life, to give you life advice. It's just all negativity. And that's what you learn from your oppressor. You don't learn that from the Lord of the Bible. You learn that from your oppressor. Because the Lord tell you what you need to be and how you need to be for your man. But when you be in the Christian church for so long and you learn up under the white man's, the oppressor's doctrine, then we see, like in the I.S.U.P.K, we see what's going on out here. We see that they're taking our Black, Hispanic, and Native American women and turning them against us. They're number one in abortions. Number one in health problems. Number one in domestic violence cases. Like, the oppressor is trying to destroy households, and how he does that is through our women. Because they don't understand these scriptures like how we do. Like, we know what we're supposed to be doing, but our women are so lost that they don't know what they're supposed to be doing. So, you give a woman a mile, you give a woman an inch, she'll take a mile. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read that.
In the Apocrypha, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Ooh, say that again.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
I would rather dwell with a lion or a dragon than be in a house with a wicked woman. Do you know how impressed you gotta be for you to even say that? That woman has to be oppressing the hell out of you for you to not even want to be in the household. You rather go dwell with a lion or a dragon. That's crazy. And that is not the way to live. If you got something y'all about? You about to say something? Go ahead.
Say what you say about being a person, or a woman, is a dragon and all that. Because like, there's been times like this was in like the past and stuff when I was in the world. And I had a real past, she had told me something about, you know, she was doing the documents for the military. Like there'd be dragon women. Their husband. The woman, the person who's processing the documents for the member in the military is only doing it for the member.
Yeah.
The dragon's sitting there controlling everything, telling her, oh no, you need to put it like this, and put it like that. Yeah, keep on telling her, listen to this. I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
The dude is sitting there getting muted by his lady. You know, saying,
Damn.
oh no, well, I'm running, you know what I'm saying? So I need you to do it this way, and I need you to do it like that. I need you to make sure this going to this account. And she's like,
Yikes.
miss, I'm talking to the member. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now think about how his household is. Everything's a slight, you know what I'm saying? Everything that he's trying to control or trying to do is an annoyance to her.
Right.
And it's something that she's not going to stand for, something that she's going to fight against him every single step of the way. You know what I'm saying?
And
Go ahead.
and they learn that from their oppressor.
Yep, learn from the oppressor. They learn to be the combatant to their man instead of the helpmate. You know what I'm saying?
Because at the end of the day, none of our women were taught this. So you're not like physically fighting your woman. You're fighting that demon that's on your woman. And it's a strong demon because all she knows is the oppressor's, you know what I'm saying, history. Like back then they had the women's movement where black women thought this movement was for them too. No, that movement was for your oppressor. Because the woman thought she can be equal to the man. When that could never happen. You would never be equal to your man. Your man runs the household, point blank, period. Whatever he says goes. Now, does that mean follow a wicked man? And you trying to be righteous? No. Like, you can convince your husband, if he's not in the truth and you are in the truth, to come into the truth. All you gotta do is follow what the Lord told you to do. Be soft, be gentle, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, you're not supposed to eat shrimp, pork, crab, lobster. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, oh damn, she changing up on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, she trying to really, like, follow the Lord. You can convince your husband to do things. You don't have to be yelling and all this and all that. Like, the scripture says you're supposed to be soft. Like, you can convince your husband in a lot of ways if you was just a soft, virtuous woman. Like, he would be coming to you for advice. It'll be that easy. Because that's what you were made to do. You're not made to bump heads with your husband. It don't work like that. You bump heads with your husband, then what? You get what? Abusive relationships. Goddamn, he end up what? Leaving, go be with another woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, women gotta understand their part, and you gotta play it to the T. Because you play a big role just like we play a big role. But your role is soft, non-hardcore. Let us deal with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we was made for. Men were built for war. Women were not built for war. And the sooner you understand that, the greater your life will be. All right, drop that. Give me Proverbs 31 and 10. Because we're gonna get into the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, that lets women know what you're supposed to be. Because these women that was in the Bible, these women were hardcore behind their man. They went tooth and nail. You know what I'm saying? Once you find you a woman like that, keep her, she's a jewel. who will go to bat for you, go to the ends of the world for you, serve the Lord, just like you serve the Lord. She's a gem. Never let her go. You know what I'm saying? You got that? Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
Who can find a what?
A virtuous woman.
Go ahead.
For her price is far above rubies.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
He shall have no what?
No need of spoil.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Stop right there. She will do him good and no evil all the days of her life. Now this is a woman that you're supposed to be, a virtuous woman. You know what I'm saying? Bring your ideas to the table. Making things easy for your husband. Because at the end of the day, we live in captivity. So we already got to go out here and face the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with these oppressors out here already. And then you got to come home to a dragon too? Good night. Like, women, you got to wake up and understand that you've been fooled. You've been fooled to turn against your man. And it shouldn't be like that. You should want to serve the Lord and you should want to serve your man. Because at the end of the day, he's the one who's going to be protecting you. When these oppressors start going crazy, and you ain't got no man in the crib, because you ran him away, all because you want to listen to the oppressor instead of him. You know that ends a lot of relationships with women that don't listen. A lot of good relationships too, and because women don't want to listen. All you gotta do is listen. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That demon on women is very, very strong when it comes to not want to listen to your man. Or you being wicked with your man. And neither one of y'all want to change. You know what I'm saying? Not listening either comes death or destruction. Being wicked only gets you so far. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you should want to be righteous. You should want to live a righteous life. You should want the Lord to bless you because you out here doing what he said instead of doing the opposite. You're not going to find no righteous woman, no righteous man in them Christian churches at all. Because they do nothing the Lord says. They don't even bring these scriptures out. That lets you know that they're against the Lord. And they only gain is self-gain when it comes to women. They only want your money and they only want your legs. That's it. And I've seen it happen before. When I used to go to the Christian church, I've seen it happen plenty of times. Where the pastor is taking advantage of the congregation. That's why you got to come up in the I.S.U.P.K. Learn. Be quiet, because you don't know nothing. You think you know something, you don't. Because you've been learning this, the wrong all your life. But when you come up in here, and we start teaching you the right way, you know what I'm saying? You get your spirit right, you start moving right, then you can start seeing what we see. You start seeing all the demons and stuff like that. You see it coming from a mile away. Oh, I don't need to talk to him. Nah, he not moving right. His spirit ain't right. You'll start seeing that because you're starting to live by these laws, statutes, and commandments. And you actually start being a virtuous woman, a soft woman. And then get you a hardcore brother, you know what I'm saying? That leads you the right way. No, drop that. Give me Genesis 3:16. Our black women gotta wake up, man. And we gotta wake up fast. Because we are definitely in the last days. I don't know if y'all see what's all this stuff going on in the world right now. It's picking up, and I don't think it's gonna die down no time soon. Florida just got hit by a second hurricane. Back-to-back hurricanes is crazy. Both strong category up in the 5s. That ain't nothing but the Lord. And you got Trump out here talking about they out there playing with the weather. Nah, man. That's the Lord. Whatever Florida had going on, it ain't not going on no more. Destruction is what Florida got. And you think that can't happen here? Crazy. Crazy out your mind. If you think America can't become a third world country, you crazy. America has been in power for a long time, been bullying people for a long time. And our black women are used as a weapon too. They're used as a weapon against us too. It's all in their little playbook. And if you're not in the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA, you're not gonna know how to fight that. You're gonna think you living life right, and you're not. If you're still out here eating shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster, you still celebrating your birthdays, you still, you know what I'm saying, going to church on Sunday, listening to this wicked monster that's in there that probably want to sleep with your kids. Y'all love church so bad, but y'all don't be looking up the history behind it. These Christian pastors touch kids, sleep with kids, ruin kids' lives. But oh, he's a man of God. No, he's not. Commander General YAHANNA is. He's raised up so many women in this school. I've seen it personally. It can be done. If you listen to righteous men, it can be done. You can become a righteous sister. It's not hard. You just gotta fight them demons. You got to. If you don't, yes, Lord be with you, because you're gonna end up somewhere you don't wanna be. You know what I'm saying? You got that?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 16.
Go ahead.
Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
And he shall what?
Rule over thee.
Go ahead.
Verse 17, and unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake.
You see that? Stop right there. The Lord cursed Adam because he listened to his wife. Cursed him because she told him, hey, I ate the fruit. Ain't nothing happened to me. How about you go ahead, you know what I'm saying, get down with the get down, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord saw that and cursed Adam because he listened to his rib. Your rib does not control your life. You control your rib, and you control what goes on in that household. But first, you gotta be a man of the Lord for that to even happen. Because you can't be no wicked man thinking you finna guide a woman. That she gonna rebel against you all the time because y'all in there fighting demons together. And you're both losing. She getting uppercut, and you getting hit with a jab. You know what I'm saying? You got to come out of them Christian churches. Them Christian churches is not teaching you right. Commander General YAHANNA been teaching this since 1969. He been holding it down, raising brothers up and raising sisters up. It's beautiful marriages in this school that I've seen since I've been in here for my 16 years. It is beautiful marriages in here. So I know it can be done. Question is, do you want that change for your life? You gotta want it. Because if you don't, there's nothing but death out here in these streets. That's it. This world is not what you think it is. You sisters think this is the way of life, waking up every morning, sinning against the Lord, you think that's the way of life? No. You think being without a man is the way of life? No, it's not. You was made for a man, and the man was made for you. That's it. That's how it go. Now, with the oppressor telling you that you don't need a man, look how your life is now. Especially for you women out here that's lustful. You know what I'm saying? Sleeping with multiple men, multiple baby daddies. Good night. Like, that is nothing of the Lord. The Lord did not put you on this earth for you to have multiple baby daddies. That's why sex is marriage, and it is so important to learn that. Teach that to your daughters. Because you women are not teaching your daughters. You're not. Your daughters ended up like you. At the end of the day, kids are sponges. Whatever they see, they gonna learn. These scriptures say, you train up a child and they'll go the way you train them up to be. I'm paraphrasing, but you train a child up right, they'll do what you told them to do because you taught them that their whole life. But if a child see you sleeping with multiple men, you got multiple men running in and out your crib, how your daughter gonna look at you? Oh, don't get me started on the ones that come up in there and they touch the daughters. All because you want to have sex. You want to be a lustful bastard. Now your daughter in the crossfire. Good night, man. Like, these women, y'all gotta wake up and change. And I mean change fast. Because those times are here. They're here. And you think it's gonna get better? No, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. And that better is when Christ returns. And we in the kingdom. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see this. Our women half naked in the streets all the goddamn time. Prostitution, strip clubs, strung out on drugs. Like, ugh. Our women are not women anymore. Like, we don't have righteous women no more. Only in I.S.U.P.K. That's it. That's where you're gonna find some righteous women. Women in here who get it done. Can't say the same for them sisters out there. I'm just can't say the same because they not living righteously. Scriptures say she's far above rubies, precious. You so precious, your feet ain't even supposed to be touching the ground. That's how precious you're supposed to be. But now we got roughnecks now. We got studs. We got sports bras. You know what I'm saying? But women don't want to be women no more. They want to wear the baggy clothes. They want to wear the drawers. They want to be the man of the household. But where does that get you? It gets you nowhere. Because that's what you were not made for. You're not made to be a man. You're not made to lead. You're made to follow your righteous husband. And you will only find that in the I.S.U.P.K. You ain't gonna find it nowhere else. The Lord be with you if you go find a fake group. Shoot. Ain't no but Christians in disguise. That's it. Still doing stuff undercover will soon come to the light. Because you can't hide nothing from the Lord. Lord see everything. See what you're doing, and know what you're gonna do. That's how lit the Lord is. He know what you're gonna do before you do it. It's up to you to make that change. It's up to you to want to serve the Lord and follow these laws, statutes, and commandments that He left for us through our ancestors. That's it. The more you keep listening to your oppressor, the more your life is going to be hell. Because we're living in hell. Hell is right here on earth. You're not going to die and go to hell and you're going to see the devil with a pitchfork. No. You see him every day at your job, You go out to eat, hell, he probably live next to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, our women have been taken advantage of so much that it just beat y'all down to crumble. Damn near paste at this point. The way y'all women out here moving, it has to change. You're gonna have to come up in the ISUPK, learn how to be a woman again, learn how to be a wife again, learn how to cook. And you women out here do not know how to cook. And that is sad. But I can't put all the blame on you because your mama ain't teach you nothing and your mama's mama ain't teach her nothing. So like I said, it's like a ripple effect. It just falls down. From the granny, the mama, now you got the daughter. And the daughter don't know a damn thing. Let alone know how to wash your damn drawers. She don't even know how to do that. Shit, make you a sandwich. She don't even want to do that. I seen a video where they was talking about, what if your man woke you up at 2 o'clock in the morning to make him something to eat? Would you do it? You know how many women said no? That is horrible. This man is protecting you for the rest of his life. You goddamn right you're going to get me up at 2 o'clock in the morning if I'm hungry. But no, 9 times out of 10, we be sleeping. But still. If he tell you to get up and make a sandwich, make a sandwich. What's so hard about that? I know it's hard because you got a demon on you, sis. And you don't want to listen to what these scriptures got to say either. Go over that Genesis 3:16 again. Because that's a heavy scripture.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Stop right there. For a lot of women that don't understand, the Lord cursed you with sorrow and bringing forth children. That's why you be in so much pain when you bringing out them kids. Because the Lord is not with you. He's very much so against you if you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why childbirth is damn near next to death. Because he multiplied sorrow on you just because you don't follow what your man says or you just don't listen at all. So yeah, I'm gonna put pain on you with these kids when you have them. Keep going.
And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. Verse 17. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree, of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life.
Like I said, man, you Black, Hispanic, and Native American women, y'all need to wake up and follow a righteous man in the I.S.U.P.K. Because the Commander General YAHANNA is building up men in here, strong, righteous men that know how to lead women and know how to lead men. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna find that nowhere else. You're not gonna find it in the Christian church. You ain't gonna find it in the Muslim mosques. You're not gonna find it in these Catholic churches. You're not gonna find it nowhere but in the I.S.U.P.K. The Lord is with the I.S.U.P.K. He ain't nowhere else. He for sure up in here. I done seen miracles happening here. Like, listening to these laws, statutes, and commandments will take your life further than what you ever expected. And it's simple things. It's not hard. The Lord won't put too much on you that you couldn't bear. And following these laws, statutes, and commandments is what you need to be doing. This Bible is nothing but a guidebook. Tell you what to eat, what not to eat. Tell you what else? to serve the Lord, how to serve your man. Give you like real life situations that you can tackle if you follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Like, these scriptures are so important, man. So important. And you're not gonna learn this nowhere else. Commander Junior Hunter is an excellent teacher when it comes down to what a woman's supposed to be doing and what a woman not supposed to be doing. And like Job, like he said, he deprived her of wisdom and understanding. So like women that try to come up against a man, she just has no understanding. You gotta correct her. You being a righteous man, you gotta fight those demons that she has on her, because that's all she knows. She don't know nothing else. So when she come up in the I.S.U.P.K. and she see all these righteous brothers and sisters up in here, she be like, well, damn, maybe I need to be doing what they doing. I see how they succeed in life. Man, I want that too. But you're not gonna get that out here in this world listening to this oppressor. He wants to see you go against your man. He wants to see you lock him up, put him on child support. It's getting so bad now that the oppressor tired of seeing y'all in the child support court. Like, our black women are so easily influenced that it's leading to your destruction. Even your kids is leading to them to destruction because you're not teaching them anything, because you don't know nothing. Like in the I.S.U.P.K, the kids in here is a beautiful thing to see, because we know for a fact they're being led right. Their mothers love them, teach them, just like how we love our wives and teach them. It's a ripple effect. Everything is in order. When you out of order, that's when your life is out of order. When you stop listening to that man who's trying to lead you, then your life becomes in shambles. You know what I'm saying? And the more you go against your husband, the more the Lord is going to punish you. All right, drop that. Give me 1 Timothy 2:11. Because these Christian pastor women, good night. Like they are on the verge of like leading the black women to, not even on the verge, they're leading them to destruction. Because they're not teaching them nothing. At the end of the day, women are emotional. Y'all don't think logically like we do. We look at the future. Y'all live in the now. Like, what can he do for me now? We don't think like that. That's why we will never be the same. We will never be equals. Because we don't think like y'all. Y'all think out of emotion. And that's why you would never put in a high position. Everybody think Kamala Harris gonna win. You're wrong. She's not gonna win. Because as the oppressor, they know they need a man for leadership. Now, it'd be crazy if she do win. But I don't see it happening. They want Trump in office. Especially with everything that's going on right now. Because I feel like if she get in office, she will lead us into World War III. It will definitely happen. Because like I said, women are emotional. So I feel like if she get up in there, emotions gonna go through the roof. That Kamala Harris pride gonna come out. And we're gonna see her for who she really is. Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 11. Let the women learn in silence, with all subjection.
With what?
With all subjection.
Nah, just a little bit.
With all subjection. Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Oh, what?
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Oh, see that right there? He said, I suffer a woman not to teach. You know why? Because he deprived you of wisdom and understanding. So you don't know what you're talking about. You can make it sound good, make it look good, but is it really good? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because for one, you're not telling nothing that can help her. Because you don't know nothing. That's like talking to a brick wall. You know what I'm saying? You saying something just bouncing off the wall. Because he deprived you of wisdom and understanding. So you think you know these scriptures and you don't. You think you know what you're talking about and you don't. That's why a lot of Christian women run these churches these days. You don't really see too many Christian men pastors no more. The women are taking over. I think T.D. Jakes just passed his church down to his daughter. We all know Mr. Swallow don't want to be in the Christian church no more because he got some explaining to do with them Diddy parties. We seen the pictures. You ain't excluded, T.D. Jakes. That's why you're giving that church over to your daughter, which she's finna run it into the ground, which it was already going there, because you got a sodomite running it. And now you got your daughter running it, who doesn't know nothing, deprived of wisdom and understanding. Just like all these other women that's trying to become Christian pastors. You don't know nothing. Matter of fact, I think you got to go to a college to even get ordained to be a Christian pastor. So at the end of the day, you still learning the white man's doctrine. Nothing comes good out of this. Nothing in your life is going to be worthy of the Lord because you're not doing nothing the Lord says. You want to be Miss Independent and run things. Okay, let's see how that goes. Matter of fact, we see how it goes because we in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA, and we see how all this is going to play out when it comes to these women thinking they run things when they don't. You know what I'm saying? If you think you going to be running things, Lord be with you. Well, we see how that goes with these marriages and stuff. How these divorces and stuff going on the internet where you embarrassing your husband or your husband embarrassing you. Like, I really wish our people would stop doing that. Stop running to the internet when things hit the fan. The internet is not your counselor. It's not. That's why women are so emotional that you go to the internet just to embarrass yourself and your husband. That's all you're doing. All you bringing out is the nasty things that y'all do. And that's not our people. It's never been our people. That's why these scriptures are so important. That's why it's so important to get up in this school under Commander General YAHANNA until Christ get back. Because if not, you're going to be out here looking real raggedy, real busted and disgusted. And you think you're going to get a righteous man not knowing how to listen? No. It'll never work. Both of y'all got to be on one accord. Can't have no woman in the house debating you on everything you say. It should be con out of one con, just like we got a con out of one con. Give that man his respect. So at the end of the day, he's the one who's going to be protecting you. He's the one who's going to be guiding you. Making your life better. How about you just fall in line and listen to that man? And maybe things will be way much easier for you. You know what I'm saying? All right, drop that. Give me, what's that scripture? Hold on. I'm trying to think of it. What's the, like a deep ditch. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Stand by as I find this real quick. I want the brother get it before I do.
Proverbs 23:27.
Yeah, go ahead, go to that. Because there's plenty of scriptures in here that tell you and show you how to be a woman of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? How to serve your man. You know what I'm saying? Not to be so aggressive all the time. I see that in a lot of women too. This aggression. Like, what you so aggressive for? This masculinity. Like, why you want to be masculine? Why you don't want to be feminine? There's nothing wrong with being feminine. You know, feminine is a power too. Just like masculinity is a power. You know, I will never understand this toxic masculinity. That is so stupid. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. The man was made to be masculine. That's it. Just like the woman be feminine. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with a woman taking orders from a man. We take orders from men. Why can't you? What makes you so different? You know what makes you different? That demon on you. That's what makes you different. Because you don't want to listen. Not listening only gets you so far. Especially you women who are here who, oh, I'm going to focus on my career. Where it say that in the Bible? Where it say that women focus on your career? It says it nowhere. But you do need to focus on your husband and serving the Lord. That's what you do need to focus on. Because what that career gonna get you? You've been in college trying to get the big bucks. You know what I'm saying? And you 30 something, damn near 40, and you ain't got no man. Got the career, but you ain't got no man. What's that movie, Think Like a Man? Oh, hate that movie. Think Like a Man. What you want to think like a man for? A woman. Think like a woman. Oh, when I get this career, how can I better my man's life? How can I make this easier for him? We live in stressful times. You should want to make your husband's life stress-free. Come home to a home-cooked meal, clothes washed, because he got to go to work in the morning and slave with these devils, slide with these oppressors. You don't want to make his life more easier? You rather make it more stressful? You rather be a dragon than being a righteous or virtuous woman? Somebody soft? He got to come home to a brick wall? We're going to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, and we're going to serve the Lord. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 27. For a whore is a deep ditch.
Ooh, keep going.
And a strange woman is a narrow pit.
For a whore is a deep ditch. And go ahead, read it again.
And a strange woman is a narrow pit.
And a strange woman is a narrow pit. These scriptures is powerful, man. It's telling you what a whore is and what a righteous woman is. That's why it's so wise for brothers and sisters to pick wisely on who you lay with. Because you could be laying with a monster. You could be laying with a baby on a liver. That's who you can be laying with. Choose wisely on who you lay with. Because you could be laying with a future Christian pastor. You know what I'm saying? She probably want to wake up one morning and be like, I want to teach the Bible. you not being in the truth, you wouldn't know how to fight that demon because you'd be trying to agree with her. No, hell, baby, go ahead and be a Christian pastor. I see the future in this. Boy, man, I'm so happy about this truth, man. Because without this truth, who knows where we'd be. You know what I'm saying? We'll probably all be in here dealing with dragons. But Commander Junior Hanna held it down, man. And now you got beautiful, virtuous women all through the school. And that's how you're supposed to be living life. You want to put on this world, this earth, to do nothing else but serve the Lord and serve your husband. You know what I'm saying? And with that, pass the class over to Trooper, say your name again, Sawadia.
We are the I.S.U.P.K.
Get him the mic.
We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limit for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 38 and 10, means a tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Day of Atonement, 10th day of the 7th month. Friday, October the 11th, 2024. Leviticus 23 and 27 through 32.
That was good.
If anyone wants to become a trooper in school.
If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headbands, /scarf.
So we have a courteous salute to the brothers, men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh. All right, Yazamatan, we're going to give us a courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh. Yazamatan, dismiss.